All right, a little update on the Mustang. We have got the transmission taken out. All we did was we disconnected the transmission mount, and we actually had 3 people slide it out up here, and then we set it down here. Bad part, really bad part. The case is cracked. It's not leaking any fluid, but the case is cracked. I know this transmission needs to be rebuilt. Should we rebuild it? The case is cracked. I almost don't want to risk it. All right, so now I have to decide what we're going to do with the transmission. It does appear to be a 69 transmission. There's a number right there. Do you believe the 9 is from a 69 transmission? So it's not the original transmission to the car, so I really wasn't worried about that. I have removed the steering linkage, and as you can see, the bolts for the idler arm snapped off because they just rusted away to little pencils. And anyway, it needs an idler arm because the rubber's bad. That one needs a boot. I think the rest of the linkage has been well lubed, so I think we can reuse that. What else? Oh, steering box. So come over here to the steering box, and the steering box has a bolt here and a bolt here and a bolt here. These 2 bolts came out no problem. There's the one, there's the other, but the bottom one snapped off. Where is the pieces? Oh, there's the piece. Once again, it was, you know, rusted away to nothing. So we ended up having to heat the steering box up with a torch and using the stud extractor. We broke it free. We did not use the impact on it. We used the impact on it after it came loose. So there's the other part of the broken steering bolt. I tried using just a propane torch to heat it up. It wasn't enough. I had to get the acetylene and oxygen out to get that one out. Hopefully I didn't destroy the seal in the box. We got the box wired up right now. Next thing we did is we're slowly trucking along on it. The next thing we did is underneath. Let me go underneath and I'll show you. All right. When they build the cars, they have these holes that sit in a jig. So there's a jig, and then they start piling the parts on top of the jig. This is one of the alignment holes for the jig. So what I've done is we took a drill and we drilled up through the center of this hole through the floor to there. I will patch this hole later. I've also done it on the other side. So now when we bring the front end in, we can put these bolts through the frame rail, and I will washer it and put a nut on the end and bring it up to the floor, and then we can still adjust the front end whichever way we need to get it lined up, and then we can tighten these up. But basically it's going to help us get the front end in here instead of having, you know, a floor jack over here and a floor jack over there and a floor jack on the front, the thing falling all over the place. We got nuts and bolts to hold it up into the position. So that is how we're going to get the subframe up and into position. I did do my measurements. I did a cross measurement from here to the front and from here to the front. So that's all taken care of. We got the steering linkage out. We're slowly trucking along. This is just an update video. You know, this is all pretty much boring stuff. I don't want to bore you all. You know, look, the transmission, look, didn't leak a drop of oil. We drained the converter. The converter looks okay. The fluid looked okay coming out of it. I'm so worried about this stupid crack. We might end up just getting a brand new transmission from Jegs. Have I covered everything, G Junior?
Yes.
All right, everybody. Just under 5-minute update video. We're still trucking along on it. So remember, you can always subscribe in that corner. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the Rustang videos.